Hello there and welcome. We were able to make a return once again over to Six Flags for their Holiday in the Park event. And this time I was joined once again by my wonderful father. But it was cool to see, and it was a great way to add some more memories as a family. So I'll be sharing my thoughts soon, but without further ado, enjoy Holiday in the Park.
Yes, Holiday in the Park has returned once again for its 8th year, with plenty of fire pits and holiday decorations hanging out on Main Street. I will say though that when we arrived, the park was insanely empty and we got there in the afternoon. However, it gave us some good time to explore without the crowds.
We do have our physical street map here. There are no more paper maps, which I'm so sad about.
I've been collecting the maps in the past for my scrapbook, which is great to reference back to because as you can see, this event is even smaller than last year's. The boardwalk section that has always been is now gone. We have all brand new entertainment this year for the most part, with the only returning show being the Main Street tree lighting. There are plenty of meet and greet characters that returned, however, I did not meet any of them this time. The map also highlights toy soldiers, and honestly, I didn't see any in sight while I was there, and it was a warm day, so I'm surprised they weren't around. The nice thing about this digital map is that it does feature what's available in each section. There are some special holiday meal options at Yum Yum Cafe, which are the holiday meatloaf sandwich and bread pudding bites. And over at Granny's Kitchen, where they have the holiday platter available. There's also Central Brew House, which isn't featured, but they have shepherd's pie and other small treats available as a third option if you don't want your standard theme park fare. But alas, let's begin our journey as we function our way over to Gingerbread Junction.
This park is so empty and there's nothing on this half. But there is one good thing that we have, and that's Stewie. Stewie is still here. And you can still walk through Stewie to nothing. Over here we do have some of the boardwalk games open. And you can tell that they do have some Christmas prizes for once, holiday prizes. So we have some little penguins, some reindeer, some little wolves, polar bears, really cute. But you can see there's no one here to even try to compete against it. It's only the employee. And yet here we go once more. We have cursed sloth energy. I don't understand why there's so many cursed sloths this year. The penguins, adorable. Oh, there's little bunnies back there too, you can see. There's bunnies, there's a snowman, I think it's a hamster. Who knows, but again, no one's playing these games.
Overall, the highlights that we have as we walk through Stewie are our carousel and Yum Yum Cafe. And as you can see, the carousel is still lit like it's been in the past. We also have our teacups rebranded as Gingerbread Twist, which have a couple of cute little gingerbread decorations. However, otherwise it is still your standard teacup ride.
First show that we have today is our Candy King crew. So you can see the show times here. Apparently they have an Instagram, so you can follow and tag them on Instagram.
Excellent. Oh my gosh, and Sarah, it looks like the show is supposed to begin in 30 seconds.
Are you ready? Is Tom ready? I don't think he's ready.
I'm getting ready.
What are you running around for?
Oh, I needed to use the stairs. I just washed these pants. Come on.
Okay, this is my friend Tom.
Hello. And together we are Sarah and Tom.
Tom and Sarah.
Sarah
Tom
and Tom.
and Sarah.
And together we are the Candy Cane crew. Friends, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
What do we got, Sarah Baker?
Ooh,
Let's see.
a stick.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's right. Somebody's
Tom.
been good this year. Guys,
You
this is
got
the end
it.
of the show. We're just warming up. That's crazy.
We haven't even gotten to the ornament cannon yet.
The ornament cannon, the traditional finish to any holiday show.
As you can see, this is a standard vaudeville juggling circus show, and it's very reminiscent of a lot of the other sideshows that we've had throughout the boardwalk and other areas within the park. It is on a much smaller scale for Holiday in the Park, but it's still the standard variety vaudeville show that's been featured a lot over the years.
Ball on the foot. Kick to the bottle. So, whoa. Now, okay, so I should remind you guys that I'm a juggler, not a magician. If something looks like it's coming at you this afternoon, it is. That's why they call the front row of a juggling show the nosebleed section, you know? All right, ball on the foot, kick to the bottle. Let's go, Juggle Boy.
If you think Tom can do this, say yeah!
I hope so. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Woo! Oh, yeah. Nicely done. All right, in the spirit of trying something new.
Here we go.
Come on.
You might be able to say that you saw us during the accident.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Which hand?
Kind of tall and to my left. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
that side. Throw
Ready?
You guys ready? This might not work.
We'll give it a couple tries.
Let's give it a shot. We'll see. And then we're going to the ornament cannon, y'all.
All right. Ready?
And up.
Whoa, yeah! Amazing!
Unbelievable. The ornament cannon. She will then fire that cannon wildly towards this face. Fingers crossed, I will pluck that ornament out of the air and begin a juggle. In the unlikely event that something does go wrong, we'll try it again. I don't know what to tell you. Sarah, are you ready?
Just about.
There's a countdown in this track somewhere, y'all.
We're just waiting for it.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
4,
3, 2, 1.
That's my friend Sarah, everybody!
That's my friend Tom!
Together we are the Candy Cane Crew. Thank you so much for coming out and spending part of your afternoon with us here in beautiful Great Adventure!
So we just finished up with the Candy Cane crew.
And things can only get better.
I thought it was cute. It was campy. It was very campy. And they were very charming. I mean, it is talent.
But it's a hell of a way to make a living.
It's back to vaudeville. It's very vaudeville. I like vaudeville. It's cute. It was a lot more entertaining than I expected, especially because of their personalities. Okay,
I wouldn't pay to go see it.
well, you're not paying to go see them right now. We're at the park. Free entertainment. Thank you very much.
So let me pause here because I started doing research. The great thing was, since they did put their Instagrams up, I was easy to search them without it being weird because, you know, they want to promote themselves. I did not realize how big a following the guy has. Now, Sarah Baker, who was the circus performer, is a little bit more smaller, but it's awesome to see her stuff. And she has a lot more of her circus acts of it. You could tell because, again, it was a variety vaudeville show, so she does more circus, acrobatic stuff, and Tom Wall is specifically a juggler. And I love the synchronicity of it because recently, and completely unrelated, I have gone down a rabbit hole of watching about Nickelodeon history. And this one specific channel, Pop Arena, has an entire library of videos dedicated to Nickelodeon history. One of the videos starts out with, who's your favorite juggler? And it's so interesting. It is such an important question that we don't talk about. And as I was doing research, I ended up discovering a TED Talk that Tom Wall did. And he asked the exact same question.
Do you have a favorite juggler? Stop it. In the arts, in the humanities, in the sciences, we always talk about standing on the shoulders of giants, right? They're these trailblazers that did all the work for us, so we know that things are possible. In juggling and in a lot of the circus, We don't know who those people were, nor do we really know what it was that they did.
I have so much more respect now because I didn't realize the history and in-depth performance that went on. It was a little silly little vaudeville circus show, of course, and juggler show, but the fact that he's making it as a career, and again pose the same question, who is your favorite juggler? No one knows. It is important. They're not held to the same standard that musicians and actors are, and even directors. So obviously give him a follow, give Sarah Baker a follow if you enjoyed their stuff. I definitely did. And there's your little history lesson. We can continue onwards.
Continuing along now that we've had our holiday lesson on show business, it's time to make our way over to Holly Jolly Christmas.
Next up, we do have our Douglas Jolly Joyride here. I don't know who Douglas is, and then I realized from that picture, is it because it's a Douglas fir tree? Is that a thing? Because otherwise, who is Douglas? Will we find out? We will see. Are you excited?
Probably the same path that we took for...
But there's no, we're going a different, this is a different entrance. We were over by the Harley Quinn train before, now we're over by the other side of the lake. It's a jolly joyride. You're gonna be jolly and have joy. We made it on our hayride. Are you excited? Let's go.
This is the same attraction we've had for Fright Fest, but now it's a Christmas sing-along. Now, compared to the entrance that we had during Fright Fest, we were able to drive through what is normally known as the lakefront area and got an extended view of some lights and the giant Santa, which is honestly one of my favorite blow-ups they have every year. They had 2 tractors running, and unfortunately, due to one tractor getting stuck in the mud while we were waiting in line, it truly screwed up the timing, and we had to wait for probably about 10 minutes before we were able to get the all clear and continue on our ride. Once we were able to continue, it was the same path that we did during Fright Fest, and because it was an extremely foggy day, I really felt like Jason Voorhees was going to pop out once again to say hello. Besides the peaceful wooden scenery, our wonderful host was shuffling through holiday songs for everyone to sing along to, which no one did. The playlist they had featured a lot of Kids Bops and Disney Channel music, which I always find ironic since it's technically their competition.
We got jingle, bell, ginger, cinnamon, Reddington, candy, cookies, holiday.
They decorated the house with a lot of cute little fake windows and scenery, but this was literally the only thing that was decorated. On our way back, we also had a leftover from Halloween, which is this little skeleton head that I have to point out. Making our way back, we went over the river and through the woods to Grandmother's house we go. Except instead of Grandmother's house, we made our return back to our station. This idea has so much potential, but there's still so much missing, and I would love to see them incorporate a lot more decorations and lights, especially at night.
Here we are again.
I'm just gonna let you talk because I know you have no words.
What?
I know you have no words for it.
The only good thing about that, we have to sit down for 20 minutes.
The process is a nice idea, and of course now music's starting to blare. Process is a good idea. I think it worked better as a fall hayride because it matched the atmosphere, aka Jason Voorhees' Camp Crystal Lake. That's what it looks like, especially because it's really foggy today. But I'm very curious of how it runs at night because it does run until the park closes at like 7, 8 o'clock. And there's no lights, only the tractor and only the little bit on the front of the trailer. So
the house should be decorated better.
They need to decorate, they need lights. I really would love them to do a whole lighted trail because I love the drive-through experience they used to have years ago to drive through the lights in this park. They took that away. If they had a train ride or something they could do, that would be a great feature and add to our premium experiences.
It was nice to be able to see a lot of the decorations that were in different areas in the past still be featured, especially since all of these animals came from the kids area that is now no longer accessible at this time of year.
They're not lit. The flamingos, where? The swan flamingos? Everyone else is lit up, guys. Where are you?
No need to be filled with disappointment. It's time to trek over and indulge in the snow with Polar Point. This is more of the main area, where you can see they put the majority of their focus on the lights. It's always so pretty and peaceful over here, and since this event is a lot smaller, this is the main area where most of the entertainment does happen.
Benefit is that normally the mirror maze they have is an additional fee. So far it hasn't been. Like we were able to just do it and not pay extra for it. It's great. I love it because it's so simple, but it's just like a nice little break inside. And
It was better.
well, Halloween is supposed to be like spooky and scary, which again, but I thought it was cute. They had little elves in there popping out. And they had like some sections with the animatronics and like elves.
It's more for kids.
Well, everything in here is for kids. Everything here is for kids. Santa's here. It's kids. Kids is everywhere. Fright Fest is where we're at. It's spooky. You know, you're never too old for Christmas, so I'm gonna write Santa my letter.
After mailing our letter to Santa, we made our way over to see his wonderful wife read us some stories.
Are you excited to hear Mrs. Mrs. Claus is going to tell us a story?
We're back at the North Pole.
It's a lot warmer than expected. And we have hay to sit on instead of what seats would be at the North Pole, icicles. Anyways, Mrs. Claus is going to tell us a story.
Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Deserves a Christmas gift too. I think so too. So here we go. In the cold North Pole after Christmas night, and a whirlwind trip on a reindeer flight, sat tired Santa Claus in his brown leather chair in his old cottage house in his red underwear. The leg was his suit, near the crest was his pair of 2 old buckled boots. But no present was there. There was no stocking stuffed with candy goodies or peppermint fluff. His helpers were huddled on the couch where they dozed in polka dot jammies and jingle bell toes. But no present was there. There was no paper bag stuffed with colored tissue and ribbon zigzags. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, how had a tiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. And one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Whee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Before you say anything, remember it is for kids. It is a kids-friendly show. Now you can express your opinion.
No opinion.
I mean, it was cute. It was very short. I think it was shorter this year. They've had, like I said, they used to have it over in the kids section across the park, but because they have shut down all that side of the park, that's not there anymore. It is over here by what they're calling Polar Point. It is literally just extension of Main Street. But still cute. Still a nice little break for the families and the kids. But nothing to really get excited over, especially because it was like less than 10 minutes the whole show.
True.
From high and low, there's lights all around, and there's more entertainment yet to seek as we travel over to Poinsettia Peak.
I can already tell you that a really great benefit of the show is that they do have seats. However, you can still stand by the fire pit, as you can see behind me, keep warm, and get to watch from around the same distance.
Oh, oh, oh. Hello there, Prancer. This is Santa. As you know, Christmas is just around the corner, and we have no shortage of good little children needing presents this year.
Okay. Listen up, reindeer. Santa's plans are gonna pull himself. We have about 23 days to have the eclipse to 80.
Who's the 80? What now?
Calisthenically competent to climb.
Prancer, you're not making sense here.
We have to be good so we can play good.
Hell, why did you say so?
Holiday roll. Holiday roll. Jackie Ramble, Jackie Flynn. I took a ride down the West Coast Kid. Holiday roll. Holiday roll. And when I say fun, I mean fundamentals. Let's do some homework, dolls. All right, you take it away, and remember, do it for Santa. Very good comment. Very good. All right, let's get those hooves a little higher. Very good, Vixen. Very good, Vixen. Job, Jingle Beauties. Now, as we all know, Santa has promoted me to this prestigious leadership position, Lieutenant Executive of sleigh-related functions.
You mean Rudolph's assistant?
It's a key component to the organization comment. Now, everyone, line up, prepare for flight formation.
He's middle management type,
Drill call.
Rudolph better watch out. I think there's a new top reindeer in town. Out of all the reindeer, no other man. Run, run, Rudolph, Prancer ain't too far tonight.
Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gonna make it to town. Santa make him hurry, Santa, he can take the freeway down. Santa make him hurry, Santa, he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, feeling like a merry-go-round. Formation? Check. Fastidious fundamentals?
Check, check.
Fit for good.
Checkity, check, and check, check.
Okay, I think we did it, my Garys, and I couldn't be more proud. This squad surely does slay.
Woohoo! This year we're hitting Santa's quota and then some. Them Christmas trees are gonna be packed.
You said it, Comet. Six Flags, you better watch out, because Santa Claus is coming to town. She's beauty and she's great. She's wishing everyone a happy holidays from Vixen.
She is our CrossFit queen.
amount of fog that is here, I feel like it's Fright Fest, but there's no spooky ghouls. It's all holly jolly Christmas. So we just finished up with Prancer's Dancers, which is the other only like dance show compared, because then the other two we have are just literally just musical performances.
And they were good. The girl had a real good voice. The guy, the right song, he was good. And the choreography wasn't bad, but
they were talented. They were so talented.
yeah, the dancers a Fright Fest inside
Dead Man's Party?
yeah.
Unleashed? Unleashed.
They're good dancers.
Well, I think those are also outside. They're not hired by Six Flags. I don't know about these shows. I think they're probably like all outsourced, but again, I don't know that. For the talent this year, I will say it was very, very, very gay coded. They were doing Barbra Streisand. It is so gay coded. I felt like it was like a mixture between a drag show, family friendly of course, and Mean Girls. That's what we got. That's that show. That's Mean Girls.
Not a drag show.
Yes.
No.
Slay! We disagree. So to give a little bit of perspective of where everything is, because the shows are only the main thing here, we have different shows and it's all within the section. So Prancer's Dancers is back here if you are familiar by the bumper cars, and this is where during Fright Fest the Blade drummer people are. The other show that we're gonna see next, which is one of the musical acts, is literally across the way. So here we got some fire pits, and then we have the stage. We got our bumper cars, and then our stage is straight ahead. This is Yuletide vibes.
I'm watching them shine. You should be here with me. Every piece of hope.
The singing decked all. It's not like Christmas at all.
Christmas.
I remember when you were here. All the fun we had last year. Da-doo, you're asking a lot. Da-doo, da-doo.
Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht. Really, that's not a lot. I've been angel all year. Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
The next part of our journey continues as we pass through holiday memories and make way over to sub-zero degrees as we visit Polar Pub over in Holiday Heroes.
The bar has now changed over to the Polar Pub.
It's nice to be able to document what drinks they have and the prices because none of this are worth it. Still cute to look at though, and I love the little sponsorship by Coca-Cola, although I do wish that they offered free samples of Coke in here.
That's a little scary Santa.
The best part about this place is the little footage of penguins and polar bears that they had on the TVs. It's nice to see that they were able to reuse the little gaming house they set up from the summer, and I could honestly just sit and watch these videos for probably a short while. It's a nice idea, but just like everything else, it needs a lot of work to reach its full potential. We've almost made a full circle return, boys and girls, but now it's time to reach out and praise joy to the world.
There's one good thing about everything being so much smaller, and that is Joy to the World is back in its original location. It is not behind rope anymore, so therefore I get my picture of baby Jesus. So when it used to be here, we would have trees all lit up, okay? I'm gonna put old footage in so you can compare. But it's literally just this. It is literally just our Hanukkah, our Kwanzaa, and Jesus. And there's nothing else. It's great to see this again, but there's nothing else. And I remember when it was first here, it would be this whole walkway. This whole walkway. Oh, we got Sylvester coming up. Wait, this is actually a fun moment because as I'm talking here, we got characters. We got Tweety and we got Sylvester popping out of the aftermath.
Hi, Maddie. Good girl.
Thanks, magical moment. Anyways, yeah. There was a whole walkway, and it's not here anymore, and that just shows like it's so cut back. It's so cut back.
This is what we had during the first year of this event, and it was so beautiful and magical and peaceful. And honestly, my favorite thing about it when I first encountered it, and it still is, except it doesn't exist anymore. The ending has come, but we still have one more treat. We've come back around to Main Street Christmas. With a little bit of snow on top of the light post, our giant Christmas tree light show has appeared to be a gracious host. There's one more thing left to check out, and that's the merchandise that has come about. Unfortunately, it seems like the section that they have available is so small, they really cut back on anything specifically holiday in the park from years before, whereas in the past, we've had a full section dedicated for specific holiday gifts. Instead, now we have strange things like Bugs Bunny as Buddy the Elf. This was the only clothing that I seem to have found that was related to the park, and it really makes me wonder, especially with how cut back everything was in general, if this is one of the last years for this event to happen.
So, for the most part, that was our experience over at Holiday in the Park. We did mostly everything.
There's not too much we couldn't have done.
Well, we didn't see the reindeer, Rudolph people, but they're the same band that was in Oktoberfest, but now they do Christmas carols. So.
Just picture this with warmer clothing, lots of holly jolly red colors, and Christmas songs instead of Oktoberfest songs. And that's the performance.
So overall,
come here for Holiday in the Park. It's a one and done. Unless you got kids.
Even then,
Fright Fest, come back many times.
That's why we have the pass, literally for Fright Fest. But since it's included, we checked this out. And yeah, I'll go more into thought at home because I do have a lot of thoughts over this event, especially because it's supposed to be a premium experience after all. But for now, that's your opinion. There you go.
Seeing how little lights they have left compared to in years past, as well as lack of merchandise, and of course it's a catch-22 because you don't want to be indulged with merchandise, but knowing that they had a lot more unique things back then and cute little holiday and Christmas gifts for people, it's a shame. And yes, I officially bought the shirt because I wanted to have memory in case this is one of the last years that they're doing it. I mean, at this point, who knows the changes that are gonna happen, but it definitely is not the same impact that it used to. The shows, of course, were awesome. They're cute, they're adorable. It's so interesting because I wasn't sure if the shows were outsourced before. And I did find out that they are. They are all under a company called JMMD. They were promoting about it, so this is the picture that I found. And so it's cool to see because I want to be able to give the promotion and the credit that's due to people, because they were able to come out with all these talented people and create these cute little events. Now, of course, because it is the same company, it does make sense why they were all similar together. And this is something that I really feel like Six Flags in general is lacking and has been lacking. We don't have a variety of shows anymore. You have your singing, you have your dancing, you have your juggling, acrobatics, sideshow, and that's it. So it's all the same formula. It's all very similar together. And honestly, after watching everything, it felt like I was watching a talent show. A really impressive talent show, but a talent show nonetheless. And that's a much bigger problem because it has been like this the last couple of years. And even Fright Fest had that same problem where it's all the same and very similar to each other, and it'd be nice to have more variety. The other minor change that I have to talk about is the music. And it's so weird to think about when you think of music in the theme park, but the amount of time that I heard Pure Imagination and the Candyman play while I was there for only a couple of hours. We were there for about 5 hours. I've heard it at least 10, 11, 12 times, I kid you not. The amount of times that it's playing, you might as well think Christian Borle was gonna come out and perform it.
The Candyman makes everything he makes satisfying and delicious. Talk about your childhood wishes. You can even eat all the dishes.
I wish that would be amazing. I don't know why they changed the soundtrack. I don't know what happened, because the songs were not these. They have a brand new soundtrack this year playing in the park. It's the same songs playing around the entire park, and I'm grateful that I have this video from the past, that even though it's something that I wouldn't think about, you're able to go back and reference. And I've complained in the past about how much the music is blaring, but for this one time, I'm grateful for it, because I'm able to compare and see, oh no, we had Marshmallow World play, we had Bruce Springsteen, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I distinctly remember walking in Main Street and hearing Big Time Rush's Beautiful Christmas, and a lot more variety of music and Christmas songs from the decades. And I could tell you that it was Candyman, Pure Imagination, another Candy Cane Lane type of old school song from the 50s sounding, Peppermint Twist, which isn't even a Christmas song either, and a couple of other ones. And that was it. There was probably 6 or 7 songs on rotation and on a loop, and I don't know why. I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to be towards the end of this event. I would hate it because I think it's a wonderful thing and I look forward to being able to check it out at least once a year. But who knows what's gonna happen. It's a shame because at the same time, I am obviously not familiar with the other Six Flags parks. I only know what happens at Great Adventure. But I did stumble upon a couple of the other parks here and there, and their event is so different. And I was able to stumble upon some of the videos that came from Six Flags Over Texas. And their event compared to ours is spectacular. And their talent and their performances are so much more unique and spectacular and well done compared to ours. And ours are talented too, like, don't get me wrong, they're wonderful, but it's lacking and it needs more. And it's the fact that we're so close to New York and Philly and the tri-state area, we have so much talent to be undiscovered. So I'm shocked that it's not used more. And I'm shocked that we don't have more Broadway quality shows just because of the area we're in. And I would love to be able to see more of that experience, especially because we're trying to be a premium park here. That's why I'm so hard on critiquing, because they want to be a premium park. They want to be able to be on the same level as Universal and Disney and anything that's a top tier park. That's their goal. And that's why they're making all these changes. So that's why I have these critiques and these thoughts, because it's only going to make this park better. I want this park to succeed and I want it to be better, but it has a long way to go. Otherwise, that is a wrap on the Six Flags videos for this year. There is going to be a lot more coming out on different topics, so please stay tuned. We got a lot planned for the new year ahead. Until then, I will see you in the next one.